Hello loves, and welcome back. Today we're gonna have a serious chit chat, okay? And this is definitely for my young content creators. Like I said, this is gonna be a journey. So I have this big plan right now that this is where I go big or I basically go home. So at any point in time, if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone because I made a couple of notes, okay? So I think it's very important to be intentional about what you're doing, right? From small content creator to a new content creator or someone just as small as me, this is a partial plan, right? Things that you need to think about or things that I'm thinking about and the way going forward that I'm going to be using, okay? I'm not going to overshare, but I'll definitely share the things that I am thinking of. Okay, so I've always been into the content creation, but I had a lot of limitations, just like my camera. Guys, I'm shooting from my Sony ZV-E10 and I tried the S-Log 2. Okay, yes, I know it's like cinematic mode shooting. I like it. I'm not sure if this is appropriate for this video, but this is me basically just testing out, learning how to use my camera. Please do bear with me. I will get there, okay? The aim is to get there. I'm trying not to be an amateur too much about what I am doing. So yeah, this is a part of the journey of growing, learning, unlearning. Okay, I'm forcing myself to learn. I'm forcing myself to understand my camera because there is a whole lot going on here and I'm not a photographer. I don't have any experience either with videography or photography. All right, so I hope you love the quality of this video, even though it might not be necessarily as appropriate. Okay, I love it for the aesthetic. I love the aesthetic basically. Right, so I am a small content creator. When I say small in terms of numbers, right, and let's say retention, my numbers, the views, it really does depend. There's DIY things like my sewing machine videos that have boomed, but generally so I've not been able to really penetrate, you know, and I'm on this journey of learning and unlearning and really taking time to understand the different social media platforms, understanding YouTube and what's going on. And let me say one thing for sure, I'm definitely very intentional about what I'm doing, and we're going for gold this time, okay? And for you to really go for gold, I believe that as content creator to another small content creator, you really need to have a plan. You need to have a strategy, okay? So when you're watching this video, I want you to remember at the end of this video that I need a strategy. I need a plan on how I'm going to execute my strategy to make sure that we're going to be successful. I want you guys to think about what's that famous tennis player, the American Williams, I forgot, Venus and Serena Williams, right? How they used to like practice. Their dad used to help them practice every day. He used to coach them and teach them how to play tennis every single damn day without fail, right? If you are gonna execute something, you really need to be on your best game, and that's how I'm gonna be taking my content creation. No jokes, guys. This, I'm going all in, like literally go big or go home, okay? So there's a lot of work that I'm gonna have to do, right? A lot of work, because I feel like in points in time I did miss the opportunity to gain good maybe social media following and whatnot, because I am rather someone who took like a backseat on that end. But that is not a problem. Right now we're devising a new strategy. Well, I'm devising a new strategy for myself, and I hope this is going to help you, especially if you're serious about content creation. I just needed a professional camera child, right? And obviously the accessories that come with that, and just making sure that I've uniquely placed myself and positioned myself as a content creator to come for gold. Okay, so this is the strategy, or this is the things that you need to think about to develop your own strategy. We all have different goals in mind, right? But we're all gonna do it in a way that is most suitable for us. But this, from me to you, this is for only people who are like really serious about what they want to do. Okay, so in no random order, this is not in the correct order, it's just things that came up to mind, and I thought, you know what, let me just put it down so that I can just touch on it. I'm not giving out the exact strategy that I'll be using, but I want you guys to go back and to think about this. So first point I put there is social media, right? Understanding the different platforms, algorithms, and how to fully utilize the different social media platforms. I've noticed for myself that, you know, I can't really use my Facebook to the T. And looking at the fact that I sell wigs, there's a big market share, if you're still in South Africa, where clients can actually buy. So Facebook is still very strong in that regard. But because I deactivated it years ago, like coming back is really hard. But I think if I'm a little bit more intentional, I'll get on that. I need to understand that. And also I think it's easier to monetize there as well. So it's understanding your different social media platforms to their full utility and understanding how to use them to their maximum utility. Are you guys hearing me right? What is the use of trying to be a maybe social content creator? You want to work with brands and stuff like that, but the very platforms that you're supposed to have a presence on, you're supposed to utilize as a tool, right, to gauge, okay, your offering to brands, is the very tool that you do not know how to use, and fully so. Okay, so that's what I've noticed for my other social media platforms as well. Okay, I really need to go back to Facebook. Instagram also I need to use a little bit better, and also I have not been consistent on that. So be very critical, be accurate with yourself. And also someone who wants to take it on as a full-time job, you really need to sit down and pinpoint these things and have like a nice little mind map. Okay, maybe with each different social media platform you can have like a nice little mind map, have Facebook and touch on everything that's there. And guys, let's practice this of reading the policies. I know that there's a lot to read, but let's read policies. As content creators, we need to know what is allowed, what is not, and what is the policy, so that we can avoid being demonetized, you know, or getting suspended, accounts suspended and stuff like that. So I think as someone who's taking this as a professional job, go read it. It's a contract. Take it like a work contract. Okay, take it like this is what I'm going to sign to do this job, right? And then staying abreast of trends and consistency on all your social media platforms is very important. Also a platform like X, I'm not on X, and as someone who's going to be in a content creator space, I think it's nice to have all these things, even if you're not necessarily partaking. But I think it's important because brands look at all these social media platforms. Apologies, my mom literally just randomly walked in, right? So yes, you guys are going to stay ahead of trends, as well as being consistent on those social media platforms. Now, point 2, we're going to speak about a plan regarding your PR, right? As a content creator, right now you have a type of PR. Yes, it might just be in maybe normal circles and stuff like that. And when you become, if you want to become like a full-time content creator, you want to work with brands, you need to really manage your current PR for what people know you for something, guys. Whether you're someone that's not really known, but people are going to remember you for a particular thing. If you maybe were involved in a particular activity, people know you for that, and that's not necessarily aligning with good public relations, then you really need to manage that in your rebranding, as this is who I am, this is how I come out, and this is the work that I do. Okay, so over here I put down PR, which is public relations, for those who don't know. Maintaining your brand image and good public image, right? And having control over that, and doing damage control when your public image is being possibly tainted, right? Because we are human, we're bound to have maybe personal instances, as you guys have seen from other content creators, social influencers, and you know, these celebrities, let's say these public figures, right, have, you know, like unfortunate cases, meltdowns that really do affect their brand and their public image. So it's very important as a person to always note that down, that I'm going to be a content creator, I'm going to be working with brands, and I need to maintain a positive and very good image, or else brands are going to detach themselves from you. Okay, if you look at the celebrity marketing and stuff like that, once a celebrity does something that does not align with the brand ideals and the ethics and morals, then they do detach yourself from that. So you really need to understand that PR is for everybody. I'm known for wigs, for example, but let's say I was known for something else that doesn't lean on the more moral side of things, then that PR will affect my ability to work with brands, and will affect my efforts now as trying to get into the space of doing what I do. Okay, so do you guys understand where I'm getting to with this conversation? It's very important to map that down, understand who you are, what is your current brand, because we all have a brand, even though it's not something we work on. We have an image, okay, and that image it has been made up from various experiences with people, things that we do, things that we post. Okay, some people are very reckless on their social medias, posting comments that are maybe in a form of fashion that are not inclusive, that maybe discriminate or cause harm and stuff like that. I'm just very careful with my words because I'm not trying to get demonetized. But like I said, you already have a public image, okay? It all depends. Some people post silly memes. Some people are known for being very serious or not, posting so much. They're seen as more like quiet, reserved, introverts and stuff. Everybody has a type of public image, and it does come up when you're going to get into a space of doing content creation. Okay, stop looking at PR for something that just belongs to businesses. Everybody got some type of PR, okay, some type of PR. So as someone who's going to be going into this content creation full-time thing, that for me is very, very important, how people perceive and receive me, because I want to work with brands. Okay, it's not limited to just me creating content here on the YouTube platform, but it's to work with brands, it's to generate more income over time, but it's to do my passions and to do it in a manner that is not going to affect my ability to sustain myself as a content creator, right? The third point that we're going to discuss is developing a brand and marketing that, right? So you need to understand that marketing and branding is like, marketing is a very big thing, and within marketing there's like your branding and stuff like that. So you need to develop a brand for yourself. What are you known for? Who are you as a content creator? Which space, which niche, and what is your brand basically as a person, okay, as a content creator? So I'm not gonna don't get too stressed about that, right? But think about your brand, right? What do people know you for? What do people come to think of you first? And how do you want your brand to be perceived? And what type of brand are you going for? Okay, something you need to think about it and then the marketing end of stuff is very, very important, right? Marketing has a lot of things. Marketing is just not like a poster, right? It involves your photo shoots, right? Paid promotions. It involves SEO, which is search engine optimization, influencer. It's got a whole lot of things going in there. Planning, okay, for this brand, how you're going to get this brand out there, how you're going to reach customers, how you're going to retain your brand identity in the mind of consumers, right? Like, you need to stay relevant. What are you going to be doing? What is the action plan? Your marketing is literally a strategy of how you're going to become this big content creator, okay? So don't look at marketing as just taking a picture and posting that and advertising. No, it's got your photo shoots, it's got this, planning your PRs, radio interviews, TV interviews, attending events. There's a whole lot that just goes into that, okay? And I want you guys to be very intentional. Like, I'm going to be super intentional. I'm not going to give you the gist of everything that I'm going to be doing. I'm just giving you ideas of what I've been thinking about, right? And then there's the element of working with brands, guys. This is so professional. This you must take professionally, okay? Yes, there are content creators who say no, they are not going to work with brands that require them to maybe change or behave in a certain manner. They want, if a brand likes them, the brand needs to work with them. Unfortunately, guys, we work in a very corporate and a formal setting when it comes to brands. They have their ideals, they have their morals, they have their code of ethics, how they conduct themselves, and the type of people that they want to use for their business. So sometimes you have to be flexible, if maybe you're someone who is very loose in terms of the language selection of your jargon. Sometimes you get a brand that doesn't want someone who maybe uses profanity, for example. Then you'd have to tone it down a little bit and maybe get a more professional thing, because remember, you align with brands so that you can make that income from them and you can get into that paid partnership. Okay, it's not always about, well, this is my style, if you don't like it then take the highway. No, that's not how we behave. Okay, that is not the kosher thing to do. And it's a matter of, okay, I don't align with this brand, it's okay to let this down. But usually that will serve it won't serve you. It will not be to the best of your brand. You need to grow, you need to learn how to work with different brands. And of course, I'm not saying that you need to change completely your identity as a brand, your identity as a content creator, but you just need to learn that there is a professional way of dealing with clients. Take them as clients. Brands are clients to you for your business. Remember, content creation, this is a business that we're doing, okay? Yes, we're passionate about it, but this is our business, right? And then how else? Aligning to brands and their needs. Brands have needs, that's why they approach you, because they believe that you are gonna assist in fulfilling one of their needs. Okay, so like I said, you need to bear in mind those types of things. And then 6, this should be very last point, but it's here. Like I said, the order is completely random. Sustainability. sustainability, or as a content creator, what are you going to do? You're just going to produce videos, or you're going to go beyond? You don't want to just produce videos and get paid. You want to go hosting events, presenting shows. You know, you're gonna get invited as someone to be a guest speaker and stuff like that. There needs to be a type of sustainability to whatever you're doing, and also for you to evolve with the times, right? Not just to be a content creator that just gets paid and you never really grew in that business of content creation. Also, when you're a content creator, like I said, I do wigs. It would be a perfect opportunity then when I'm a well-trusted brand where people know that this content creator is legitimate, trusted, works with brands. When I then reintroduce my wig services, it will be a way of sustaining my income, a way of sustaining my brand as a content creator as well, to say, oh no, there is an add-on. She has a business, she sells this. It's very important to think about sustainability in the next 5 years. Where do I see myself going as a content creator? Where would I like to see myself, and am I aligning to trends, to evolution, not even evolution, but innovation? You know, like content creator space is different from what it was like 5 years ago. So just be there, constantly thinking. And sustainability also includes studying, guys, and stuff like that. I did make a note of it, which we'll speak about it later, but you need to make sure you're staying ahead and that you are providing what the market needs. Okay, sustainability goes with market needs, trends, and an analysis. Ooh, snap, tongue twister. And then time management. In this strategy, in this plan, you really need to manage your time very well, guys. In the morning, if it's time for shooting, it's time for shooting. There are no excuses. You cannot come and say, oh no, I didn't have time to do shooting, I missed a day of uploading a video. Excuses will not cut it. Period. Excuses are not going to cut it. It's not going to be nice when you are struggling and you have missed a deadline. You want to be a very serious content creator. You want to, when I say serious, not in a sense that your demeanor is serious, but you got to be serious with your goals. You got to be producing the content. You got to be consistent. Your brand identity needs to be there. Your social media platforms need to be up and running. You need to stay abreast. You really need to be acting like a business. Like, if this is what we're producing every day, this is what we produce in our social media accounts, right? Run it like a business. Okay, this is the plan that I'm going to be using for myself. Okay, my social media platforms are going to become my business. To say, every morning when we get up, we post something, we share something, and we're staying abreast and engaging with customers. Yes, it's hard when you have a 9 to 5, but again, this is the plan that you start with, and this is the plan that you're going to follow through with. Okay, and then after time management, I've put there dedicating every day to content creation of some kind, either learning how to edit. I still have to learn how to edit. It's my first time shooting in S-Log and stuff like that, so every day I'm learning something small, even if it's not as much as I want to grasp every day, but every day is dedicated to my passion of doing content creation. Then number 8, I put there planning and execution, how and when things are going to be done. Okay, this is very important. In the back of my mind, I've planned my I'm going to say PR work, my marketing of myself to the events I want to attend right now, and to map them in my calendar, to do estimations. Okay, Brutal Fruit had the event this time, the awards at this time, social, you know, there's these events that other content creators, influencers, celebrities, etc. attending, that I feel will align with what I'm doing, that I should be attending, not only for networking, but also just for doing the marketing and the PR in the back for my brand as a content creator. All right, so really just planning those things, putting them up, and understanding there's always a general theme. Right, I'm not saying I'm gonna have the apparel theme, but there's always a general theme. You know, Brutal Fruit usually has these colorful lunch-ons, ladies lunch-on and stuff like that. You find another event has this prime focused, and also just attending all my YouTube shorts, you know, events and stuff like that. So it's nice to do research and see what has been done over the years to get a general sense of the expectation and how you can fully utilize it as a content creator to improve what you are going to be offering for your viewers. So we're going full on, we're going head on with this stuff, and we're treating this like a proper business execution. Okay, and then how everything's going to be done, when is it going to be done, and what's the idea of it. So every event is going to have a theme, it's going to be calculated, everything is going to be well thought of, from the outfits, okay, from the thoughts, from, you can't really plan your conversations, but to just tap into that, tap into whatever, if there's a particular brand hosting an event, tap into the brand knowledge, brand offerings, understand what are they promoting, have good knowledge. You really need to be that content creator that's already ahead of the game. You need to be able, to sell yourself as a brand specialist, as someone who is good with product reviews and stuff like that to the brand, so that they can actually look at it and say, no, we would actually like to work with you. Okay, those are opportunities for you to showcase and understand and get more knowledge, okay, of things that you probably previously did not have knowledge of, and understanding how people get to these events, get invited, asked to speak, work with people. Okay, so this is a lot of learning and a lot of planning and execution at the same time. And then 9, I put there goal setting, right? You, as a content creator, you need to have goals, going back to sustainability as well. What do you want? Excuse me. Do you want to work in the research design side of a particular brand, let's say Soft and Free, Dark and Lovely and stuff like that? Do you want to help them with conducting research? Okay, what do you want to do? You want to fly out, obviously, go test brands, fly out for events, you work with the brands. You need to have a goal, right? You merely just want to make income and then develop your own little thing? Do you want to start something bigger? Do you want to be a brand specialist or someone that scouts other content creators? You really need to have a plan. I'm not going to give you that plan. You need to go down and figure out what is your goal in mind when you're doing this. Yes, you have to do it because you're passionate about it, but you have to have an end goal as well, to say at the end, this is where I'd like to be. Here I am now, but this is where I'd like to be as a content creator. And then obviously things that can include having your own recording studio, and that there might be a business element to that, renting it out to other small-time content creators, making money, coaching, doing this, opening something up, right? And then the last point I just thought about in this whole grander scheme, okay, of content creation, taking my craft seriously, researching content creation. For me, do thorough research, watch those videos, understand, go on to Google, search, understand things. There's a lot of terms that have been used for this camera that I don't know, but I'm getting to know them slowly. Research, guys. Find out the different styles of shooting, preferred style. What is cinematic more appropriate for? Movie style. What is this more appropriate for? Okay, with the content that I'm shooting, what would be the best way to go about what I have other people done? Not to say that you have to do what other people are doing, but have a good idea, have a good bearing of what's going on, okay, in the industry and how it can really work for you, right? Improving, also I put there, also researching search engines. I am trying to understand how well I can do with search engine hashtags, tweaking titles, thumbnails, all these things, so that I'm putting my best foot forward, and I'm also not sabotaging myself by creating good content but using the wrong titles, using the wrong platforms. Are people doing paid promotions? Are they effective? Do thorough research, okay? I found for me that paying other influencers to just promote channel doesn't really work. It'll work for that particular video, or they like it on their page, but they never really revert to you, because if they don't like what you do, they're not going to follow you. So it's those things that you must have a critical analysis for, and understanding this works for me, this does not work for me. And then improving editing skills and doing short courses. I'm definitely going to be looking into doing like short courses for videography and photography, because one, I still don't know how to take a picture with my Sony ZV-E10. I just basically use my phone. And just understanding the dynamics of creating film and stuff like that. Just short courses, doesn't have to be anything hectic, just to improve my skills as a content creator, and how to basically navigate live stream from your camera, move this, how to do color grading, how to get like the best possible shots using this powerful tool that I bought over here. It's very important, like I said, you need to be super intentional and understand what is required of you and what you have to do. And just lastly, professional approach to this, guys. This is, yes, it will be something that you're doing on the side right now, but this is a full-time job. Regardless of the fact that you have a full-time job, this is a full-time job. Every moment that you have, you need to dedicate to your content creation. How are we going to make it big if we're not taking a professional approach about it, right? So I've said a mouthful in this video, and I hope this has been of assistance to you guys. I cannot wait to start. I've already started the journey, but we're still in the very beginning stages. We're going to do a lot of tests and trials, shooting in different modes, shooting in different colors, trying to get our camera settings in order. Guys, no one else is going to do it for you. If you don't do it for yourself, no one else is going to do it for for you. Okay, and if you have not yet liked and subscribed, please like, please subscribe, and just drop down in the comment section what you guys think about this video. I'd highly appreciate that. I want to hear from you guys. Let's engage. As a small content creator to other small content creators, what do you guys think? What is your take? What have you done? Or are you going to be taking these points and devising your own strategy? I want you guys to be strategic. Content creation comes with a strategy. Okay, successful people are strategic people. All right, and if you're not strategic, you're not going to last long in this game. Okay, you might not be the best, but if you use strategy, you can even beat the best. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. Thank you for your time.